Okay, so this is pre-intermediate English file 1B workbook. So 1B, the first exercise, 1A. So vocabulary exercise relating to describing people. It says here, cross out the word which can't be used with the bold noun. So that is the bold noun, hair. So we need to cross out a word that we can't use with it. Red hair, yeah, it works. Curly hair, yes, that's good. Straight hair, that's good. But we can't use tall hair. We can't say that. Tall hair, no good. That's why we are crossing it out. Number 2, eyes. Blonde eyes, big eyes, blue eyes, brown eyes. Blonde eyes, it doesn't go with it because we don't have blonde eyes. We got blonde hair, but we don't have blonde eyes. Big eyes, yes, we can say that. Blue eyes, we can say that. Brown eyes, it works. So blonde is crossed out. Number 3, men. Thin men, short men, long men, overweight men. Okay, so short men, it works. Long men, it doesn't. We can say tall men. We can say tall men, but we don't say long men. We can say long hair, long river, for example. But for men, we don't say long. We say tall man. Thin man, yes, we can talk about thin. Or we can say fat. We can say short. We can say overweight. So long is not good. Women, medium height woman, slim woman, beautiful woman, bold woman. So usually we don't have bold women because bold, it means we don't have hair. Any person who doesn't have hair at all or partially, then we call them bald. So women, usually they are not bald. Okay, so that's done. Now we can move to the second exercise, B, exercise B. It says, order the letters to make words that complete the sentences. So as you can see here, we've got a word, but the letters are mixed up. So we need to find the right meaning of the word. So that's generous. Thanks for paying for dinner. That was very generous. Generous is the person who, invites people for dinner or gives money to poor people or who need money. Yeah. So here, Sarah's really, she makes me laugh. She makes me laugh. So that must be funny. Funny. Double N Y. Number 3, Sam is very, everybody likes him. Okay, so that is friendly. Everybody likes him. So there's F here. And then we got R, friendly. And then I, and E, N, D, L, and then Y, friendly. John never does his homework. Number 4, John never does his homework. He's very lazy. We're going to put lazy. That's it. Number 5, Imogen is a girl. She will do well in her exams. So that must be clever. C, and we got L, E, V, E, R. Clever girl. Number 6, that's a very thing to say. That's a very thing to say. Unkind. We can say unkind. See, guys, unkind. Because and then we got kind. David is quite intelligent, but sometimes he says really. So intelligent, but that's the opposite. So he's quite intelligent, but sometimes he says really stupid things. stupid. Stupid things. Okay. Number 8, Paula is really something. She doesn't like meeting new people. So if any person doesn't like meeting new people, then he or she must be shy. So here Paula is shy. Number 9, Laura's usually very, she doesn't talk. She doesn't talk a lot. She doesn't talk very much. So that is quiet. 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 Okay, so that's done. B is also done. Now we're going to move to C exercise. Here you go. So C exercise is asking us to complete the sentences. Does your boyfriend have brown eyes or blue eyes? Okay. Number 2, Tanya's dad doesn't have any hair. So if there's no any hair, he is bald. Bald. So this is B. It's already there. Bald. Number 3, Jamie's new girlfriend is really, she loves meeting new people. Okay, so if she loves meeting new people and the word starts with E, as you can see here, E, so that must be extrovert. Extrovert. Okay. For my dad never shaves. He has, and okay, so if a man doesn't shave, he must have a beard. Beard. And a mustache. So Moustachhe. Mustache. Give me 1 second, let's double check. Yes, that's correct. Number 5, what does your sister look like? Look like. So L-I-C-E, look like. When we say look like, I'm asking about the appearance. Is she tall and blonde too? Number 6, when Jake was young, he was very, but now he is a bit. So O, start with O, and T. So he was very thin. He was very thin, but now he is a bit overweight. A bit overweight. Great. Number 7, my dad is really blah blah. He starts work at 7 and gets home at 6. So that is hard working. Hard working. Okay. Number 8, I'm not my sister. I don't say much, but she is a very. In fact, she never stops talking. So I'm not like my sister. You see, I'm not like my sister. I don't say much, but she is very talkative. Talkative. Okay. Number 9, George is a very student. He works hard and wants to do well. George is a very smart, right? Smart student. He works hard and wants to do well. 10, Dan is really, he never pays for anything. So the guy who doesn't want to spend money, we call them mean. Dan is really mean. Mean, M is here. Dan is really mean. He never pays for anything. All right, so that's also done. Now we're just going to go to the next exercise, exercise 2. And that is grammar related exercise. As you can see, we have got 8 questions. Basically, we are being asked to complete the conversation with the present simple form of the verbs in brackets. Present simple form. So present simple form, if it's a question, we need to have, we need to use do does as auxiliary verbs. Do does. If I want to make question, negative, it will be doesn't or don't. And if it's a positive sentence, it has got some rules. Subject, after subject, we're going to use the first form of a verb. And if it's he, she, it, we need to add s or es to the verb. Okay, so let's try to do the second one. Yeah, first one is done. The first one, as you can see, do your parents live together? No, they don't. They are divorced now. You see, they don't. That indicates the present simple, and also we're being asked the present simple. Number 2, want. We must use the word want, and it's a question. Louisa is she. So because it's she, we say does, right? Does Louisa want? That's it. Does Louisa want to marry her boyfriend in a few years? Perhaps. Number 3, what is the weather like where you live? It rains a lot in the winter, but, so we got not rain, that's negative. Negative present simple. After it, we use doesn't, guys, yeah? Doesn't. So it doesn't, all right, so it doesn't often rain. That's it. It doesn't often rain in the summer. Number 4, what does Josie do in the evenings? So he, and that is a positive sentence. So in present simple, when I want to use verb with he or she or it, we need to add s or es. So we're going to have he watches. He watches a lot of TV. Number 5, it's a question, as you can see, question. So if it's question and your sister is she, guys. She, singular. So for the question singular, for present simple, we start with does. Does your sister speak? Does your sister speak? After does, we must use infinitive. Yeah, don't forget that, guys. No, but she speaks. Look at that here. She speaks. In positive structure, she speaks. But when we say does, she speak, not speaks. Important. Number 6. Okay, so we're going to scroll down a bit. There you go. Number 6. It's a question. Yes, and I usually work on Saturdays too. So for you, we're going to use do. Do you work? That's simple. Do you work Monday to Friday? Yes, and I usually work on Saturdays too. 7. How often do you play tennis in winter? It's a negative, not play. So in present simple, we say we don't. We don't. Okay. We don't play. We don't play very often. This word we can say often, or we can also say often. That's fine. Number 8. Does your sister like living in Italy? Yes, she loves it. She loves it. Because she. Yes, she loves it. Okay, so now we're going to move to the next page of 1B. Rewrite the sentences with the words in brackets in the correct place. Okay, we're going to rewrite the sentence with the words in the brackets in the correct place. Use contractions where possible. Okay, now basically this is how to use frequency adverbs. Often, never, every day, sometimes, always, hardly ever, never. We're going to use it. So usually their position, if it's one word, sometimes, always, I mean, it's hardly ever is exception. Never, they, we should use them before the main verb. Before the main verb. Every day, usually it comes at the end of the sentence. So number 2, you are too old to get married. Okay, so there are two positions we need to explain here. The first position, they come before main verb. Before main verb. So I'm going to put MV, that means main verb. Second position is after, according to the grammar that we learned, right? After verb be. Verb be, that two positions. And I'm talking about frequency adverbs, yeah? Frequency adverbs. But this one is obviously exception. Every day, it comes at the end of the sentence. But sometimes, never, always, hardly ever, and never, they come either before main verb or after be. So we're going to use, or we're going to rely on these rules to do this exercise. Let's start. You are, that is are, so are is be, guys. Be has got many forms like am, is, are, and if it's past simple, was, were. So because it's are, we're going to put never after are. All right, so now we can write it down. Okay, so let's do it. You are never, you are never too old to get married. Okay, so maybe we can make it smaller a bit. Well, that should be all right. You are never too old to get married. Great. You are never too old to get married. Number 3, every day, as I said, that comes at the end of the sentence. So Candice sees her boyfriend every day. That's it. Candice sees her boyfriend every day. Alice meets people on the internet sometimes. So sometimes we are going to use it before main verb, before the main verb. So we say Alice sometimes meets people on the internet. All right, let's do it. Alice sometimes meets people on the internet. There you go, guys. All right, that's done. Alice sometimes meets people on the internet. Number 5, it is. So straight away, we need to notice that it is. There's a verb be, so always comes after be. So we're gonna write it like that. Now, it is always. It is always fun to go on a date. Okay, that's it. It is always fun to go on a date. Number 6, I see my wife these days. So see is the verb, main verb. So hardly ever, it comes before it. So I hardly ever see my wife these days. these days. So I hardly ever, oops, I hardly ever see my wife these days. I hardly ever see my wife these days. Okay, that's good. Number 7, never. Again, go is the verb. So we need to put never before main verb according to the rule. Yes. So I never go out. I never go out during the week. That's it. Perfect. That's done. Now we're going to move to the C exercise. So C exercise is asking us to complete the text with the correct form of the words from the list. So we've got here a bunch of words here. Earn, get on, have, live, not come, not like, negative, not see, prefer, share, study, want, and work. And most probably, I believe, we're being asked to use present simple. So let's check. All right, so I think I should make it a little bit smaller to be able to see the whole picture. All right, let's just double check. Yes, that's better. Now, the text is about the title, My Boyfriend Jamie. Okay, I'm very different from my boyfriend Jamie. Jamie works, so work is gone. Jamie works as a vet and he quite a lot of money. He quite a lot of money. So we're talking about money. So here, earn, it must be about earn. So we say earns. He earns. Okay. Because present simple verbs with he, she, it, we need to add s to the verb, right? He earns quite a lot of money. I'm a student and I music at university. So earn is gone. So I music at university. So that must be about study. I study. So we write here, I study. All right, that's done. And I study music at university. I to be a music teacher when I finish. So this is about want. I want to be. I want to be a music teacher when I finish. Jamie alone in a small house in the country. So Jamie is he, obviously. Jamie is he. So alone in small house country. So that must be about leave. So Jamie, we say leaves. Leaves. Because again, when we say he, she, it, verb, present simple, we need to add s to the verb. So he lives alone in a small house in the country, and I a flat with some friends. So I with friends, so that's share. I share a flat. Yes, I share a flat with some friends in the city center. We often parties in our flat. So in our flat, we often parties. So party, have a party. We often have, right? We often have parties in our flat, but Jamie, we got here not come. He is quite shy. All right, just give me. Okay, we're gonna leave it 8 here because we can say doesn't come or we can say doesn't like. But we need to see the other gaps as well. So he is quite shy. So he being with other people. So here doesn't like. He doesn't like. He doesn't like being, because after like we use a verb ing, so it perfectly matches. He doesn't like being with other people. I'm quite extrovert. It means sociable, a girl. So I being in a group. Okay, I prefer. I prefer. Prefer, it means uh, want, or yeah, I want. It's like I want. I prefer. I prefer being in a group. Okay. So here, but Jamie doesn't come. Number 8. So now we can put here doesn't come. So not come is gone, not like is gone. Prefer, we remove that. Now 11. I Jamie very often because he is usually busy. So here I don't see. I don't see Jamie very often because he is usually busy. But when we are together, we always, the last one, get on really well. Get on, it means having a good relationship. Get on really well. Some people say that opposite attract, and for Jamie and me, it's true. Opposites attract, it means different characters. Different characters and different lifestyle, they attract to each other. And she's saying it's actually true for them. All right, so that's done as well. And now we're going to move to the next exercise, which is D. So D, write questions about you and your best friend, Anna. Okay. What you do. So what do you do? About Anna, what does Anna do? So as Anna, because it's she, we use does. He, she, it, we use does. But if it's you, then we use do. Okay. Now, where you live. So where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? Okay. So let's make it a bit smaller. Where do you live? And when I ask about Anna, so where, because Anna is she, does. Where does Anna live? Live. Uh, who you live with? So it's gonna be who do you live with? Who do you live with? And when I ask about Anna, who does Anna live with? Who does Anna live with? And do you like going to parties? The first one. So do you like going to parties? Do you like going to parties? And if I want to ask about Anna, I start with does. Does Anna like going to parties? Does Anna like going to parties? You be shy or extrovert. So because it's a B, we say are you. We're not going to use do does because there is B. Are you shy? Are you shy or extrovert? Are you shy or extrovert? Now, if I want to ask about Anna, I say, is Anna? Is Anna shy or extrovert? Okay, guys, so this is how we do the question. Now, E, they're asking about our good friend, to write about a good friend. Exercise E. Write a paragraph about the difference between you. Use the text in C and D to help you. Okay, this is obviously about, this is a self exercise. You need to do it yourself. Um, we can take a copy from here and exercise C here. And D, when you answer this, you should be able to write a paragraph. All right, so that's enough. We're going to stop the video here. From the next video, we're going to start 1C. Okay, thank you.